What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for being here with me and on my YouTube channel where I get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. And today I'm going to give my review of Survivor Winners at War Episode 3. So we're 3 episodes in now, and we've got our 4th person voted out. And this one was a little bit of a shock to me, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about the game that Adam is playing. Adam is overplaying. I mean, Adam is definitely guilty right now of overplaying, playing too hard. It's too early to play as hard as he's playing. And I realize this is Winners at War, and that's probably where he's at. Is like, this is Winners at War. I got to come out with my dukes up. Got to come out swinging. But when you're playing against people who are the caliber that he's playing against, you're talking about Rob, you're talking about Parvati, you're talking about Jeremy, you're talking about some of the best of all time. When you're talking about the best of all time, you've got to know when to make a big move. And you've got to know when to share information. And I think he made mistakes on 2 fronts. He tried to make a big move against Parvati, and that's fine. That's fine. It might have been the right time to make a big move against Parvati, but then he made the mistake of giving Rob too much information. And like Rob said in the episode, has he not seen this before? I mean, he's watched every single episode of Survivor ever. Adam should have known better not to make a big move against Rob. So, at the end of the episode, we saw Ethan get blindsided. Ethan got voted out. And by the way, Ethan was one of my picks to go really far into this game. But we saw Ethan get blindsided. But I think the biggest blindside was Adam. I think Adam got blindsided more than anybody. I think Ethan, to some extent, knew that he wasn't going to make it very far in the game. I don't know why I got that impression. I just did. But Adam got blindsided hard because nobody voted with him. Not even Denise. Jeremy, Michelle, Denise, Ben, they all voted for Ethan. And then Ethan, Rob, and Parvati voted for Adam. And Adam voted for Parvati. So, yes, Adam got blindsided hard. And it was a real message to Adam to say, hey, man, you got to reel it in. And I believe Adam's in trouble. I believe Adam is going to be the next one to go. Could be wrong. We've seen crazier things happen in Survivor, but I just had this funny feeling in my head that Adam's going to be the next one to go. I love Rob. Rob is my all-time favorite Survivor player. Rob, Parvati, I know people are going to hate me, but Russell, Richard Hatch is one of my all-time favorites. I love the big personalities. I don't care if they're a winner or a winner. I don't care if they're a hero or a villain. I care that they're big personalities and they're playing hard. And all those guys played hard, and they were all big personalities. So, Rob is one of my all-time favorites. I don't get the sense that he's playing incredibly hard in this game. Just the way he's performed in some of the challenges, the way that I've seen him scramble around camp, he's kind of been hanging around that tree, playing that little throwy game. I haven't seen him really scramble a lot. So, yeah, he hasn't been playing the game, in my opinion, to the same caliber that he played in All-Stars or Redemption Island. Or even Heroes vs. Villains. All right, he was playing a good game in Heroes vs. Villains. He just got outfoxed. And I just don't see him playing up to that caliber here. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. But who I do see playing to a high caliber is one of my other all-time favorite survivors. And that's Tony. Tony is easily one of my top 10 favorite survivors of all time. He might be in the top 5. I love Tony. And he's playing a very different game. And I think that's very smart of him. I think that's something that he had to do, was play a different game. And this game is more social. We saw last episode how he made that silly ladder. We saw in this episode he's continuing to build relationships. But at the same time, he's keeping true to that Cops Are Us alliance with Sarah. and she even called him in to help when she got her secret advantage. How? I mean, I don't know what advantage he actually gave her. I don't know how much help he actually was because he didn't go on the excursion with her. You know, I don't know how much help covering that ash all over your face would have actually been, but she included him, so she trusted him to that extent. That told me a lot about how much Sarah trusted him. So I see Tony playing a very strong game, and I'm very happy because Tony's one of my favorite players of all time. And I really want him to go far. If it's not going to be Boston Rob or Parvati, I want it to be Tony that wins this. I'm telling you right now, if it's not Boston Rob or Parvati, I want it to be Tony that wins this. I've been watching since day one, though, right? I've got to cheer for Rob and Parvati. It's just the old school guy in me. So yeah, Tony's doing a good job. We didn't see much of Yul or Sophie this episode. And both of those are players that I've definitely got my eye on because they're both taking a real conservative approach, a real methodical approach, a real thinking man's approach. So I think both those players are definitely two players to watch. We did see some more of Sandra in this episode. Talking about how she's going to retire after this one. This is her last season, so she wants to do some stuff that she hasn't done before. She gets that fishing net out there, but yet she still sits out the challenge. I don't know, man. I don't know. Sandra and her challenge sitting out. It's a little crazy to me. But, yeah, so we get to Tribal Council. Rob's team loses again. Was it Sele? They lose again, and they go to Tribal Council again. This is a tribe that's going nowhere. This is a tribe that's in some trouble. And I really hope they can turn it around. I kind of suspect there's going to be a switcheroo coming up soon. I really do. I don't know why. I just have this feeling in the back of my head that we've got a switcheroo coming. But yeah, we didn't see much of the Red Tribe because the Blue Tribe lost. And that's kind of the tribe that's driving the story right now. Because everybody who's getting voted out and everybody who's on Redemption Island, with the exception of Amber, is from the Blue Tribe, Sele. So they're the ones who's driving the story. They're the ones that's driving the narrative. So, yeah, this was a good episode. It was another episode where I was tense, where I was worried. I was worried about Rob. I was worried about Parvati. It was another episode where I was just totally invested in what was going on. They need to get Adam out of there. I'm not a fan of Adam. Get him off the island. But Ethan, you left too soon, man. I was really excited about seeing you play again. I really was. I was hyped about seeing you play again, and I'm disappointed that you're out. So that's too bad for Ethan. But who knows? Maybe he'll go to Exile Island or Edge of Extinction, and maybe he'll own it. We'll see. Looks like somebody's going to get a medical evac next time. But next episode. But good episode. I'm sad to see Ethan go, but I would have rather it been Ethan than Parvati or Rob. So that's where I'm at on it. So what did you guys think of episode 3? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for being here at the Oki Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky and all the nerdy stuff that we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.